There's a guy in West Hempstead. His name is Ari Hirsch. And he has a newspaper. It's called Jewish Views. It's like a family newspaper. You can get it in Brooklyn for free. Now, every once in a while, he takes 50 public people and he asks them the same question. And he goes around and he calls these people, or he writes them, emails them, texts them, or whatever. He said, listen, I'm going to ask you the same question I'm asking 49 other people, and then in a few weeks I'm going to print the answer. So 3 years ago, the guy calls me up and he says, Rabbi Krohn, I want to ask you a question. And I'm going to ask 49 other people. And I'm asking all of you this question. Think of this question. Think of an answer. And if you got a great answer, you'll be in my next speech. Well, listen to this. He said to me, if you could invite any 3 people to your house for dinner, any 3 people from Adam Arisha until today, which 3 people would you invite? Think about that for a second. Who would you invite? If you had any choice from Adam Arisha until today, who would you invite? You have to think. Rabbi Ungarsha, who would you invite? Anybody want to guess? I mean, not a guess. I mean, a lot of ladies tell me Sarah Schneer, Rachel Emenu. What? Okay, Avraham Yitzchak and Yaakov. That's nice. Okay. Somebody told me this week, although in Croatia they told me, but it was a mistake really, but I knew what he meant. He said he would invite Kamsa and Bar Kamsa and Aaron HaKohen to make peace. I thought that was fabulous. It's a great answer, but it's wrong. You know why it's wrong? Because Kamsa and Bar Kamsa weren't enemies. Bar Kamsa was the enemy with the host, but it was a great answer anyway. I loved it. Anyway, so he asked me, so I told him, first one I would invite is David HaMelech, because David HaMelech went through so much in his life. So anything that you had any question about in life, he could answer. The second one I would invite is Rashi, because Rashi to me was the most kind and sympathetic person, and he knew all the Rashis. He wrote them, right? So you want to know a Gemara, you want to know a Chumash, a Medrash, or whatever, just ask Rashi. He knows everything, right? And then the third one I said was Rabbi Chaim Moshe Grozinski, who was a gadol together with the Chavetz Chaim in the 20s and 30s, so I always felt he was like the grandfather of Klal Yisrael. So those were the 3. A few weeks later, the guy calls me up. He says, Rabbi Krohn, I hope you're going to get the paper this week. I got all the answers. I'm going to print them. So I couldn't hold myself back. So I said, tell me, who gave you the best answer? I'm waiting for him to say me, right? So he says, Rab David Feinstein gave me the best answer. I said, gotta be kidding, you crazy. You went to the Rosh Hashiva and you asked the Rosh Hashiva this question? He said, no, I didn't go into the Beis Medrash. I was on a Lower East Side. I happened to see him walking. So I figured I'd ask him the question. Who would he invite? Which 3 people? I said, what did he say? Listen to this. You got to hold on to your seatbelt. He said, I would invite 3 poor people. Isn't that amazing? 3 poor people. Who thinks about that? Certainly not me. Me and 49 other people. What were we thinking? Oh, if I could have Rashi in my house, I'll get the Ated, right? I'll get the Amodia and Mishpacha magazine. Everybody, me and Rashi, right? Me and David HaMelech. I'll get my video camera ready, right? That's not what he's thinking. He's thinking, how can I help somebody else? That's what Chesed is all about. That's an amazing answer. And that's what we have to do in Elul. We have to stop thinking only about ourselves. We got to think about other people.